Welcome to the update of the Brielle Drawbridge replacement project led by New Jersey Transit. To date, the project is currently undergoing the public outreach phase, where there will be opportunities for input. The project is also preparing the purpose and needs statement, which is required as part of the recommendation for the preliminary preferred alternative. The project is located over the Manasquan River, connecting Brielle and Point Pleasant Beach, located just east of Route 35. The primary objectives of the project include the following: addressing deficiencies of the structure, providing a reliable and durable bridge with improved flood resiliency, and restoring two-track North Jersey Coastline service. During construction, the project will minimize rail and marine impacts, minimize right-of-way and grade crossing impacts on each approach roadway, and minimize environmental and historical impacts. Overall, the new bridge will be reliable, increase rail capacity, and be resilient to weather events. Compliance with the National Environmental Policy Act and National Historic Preservation Act is required for federal funding. The detailed process illustrating compliance with these laws ensures all environmental and historic impacts resulting from the proposed project are properly documented or mitigated to the extent possible. The existing Brielle Drawbridge faces significant resiliency challenges. Currently, the top of the rail sits only about 6 feet above mean high water, and portions of the structure are submerged during high tide. During Superstorm Sandy, the tracks were completely underwater. The proposed solution raises the top of the rail by approximately 7 feet, elevating it above the design flood elevation and significantly improving flood resilience. This side-by-side view compares current bridge conditions with a conceptual image of the proposed replacement showing existing and proposed top of rail elevations in relation to mean high water. As part of the concept development phase, we evaluated several profile, alignment, and structural options. An online alignment replacement of the bridge in its current location is the preferred option as it reduces property impacts. We also assessed different bridge types, including both bascule and vertical lift options for the movable span and steel and concrete options for the approach spans. We will go over these structural alternatives later in this presentation. Here you can see a list of the key project considerations during this concept development phase and our proposed solutions to each. The new bridge's design and construction would be planned to minimize impacts on rail service and mariners during the project, for example, by employing stage construction techniques. To keep rail service running during construction, we propose the bridge to be built in 2 stages. In Stage 1, train service will be maintained on the existing Track 2, while the northern half of the new bridge is constructed. In Stage 2, train service will shift to the newly built Track 1, while the existing southern portion is demolished and final half of the proposed structure is built. This approach minimizes service interruptions while allowing for full bridge replacement. Both steel and concrete options were investigated for the approach spans to determine the best long-term solution. Key considerations include long-term maintenance needs, durability, and resiliency. The conceptual rendering shown here illustrates one potential solution utilizing steel approach spans and a bascule span. 2 movable span types were studied, a trunnion bascule and a vertical lift. Both options serve the functional needs of the bridge, with each offering certain advantages and constraints, which you can see listed here along with the proposed solution. The main advantages of the trunnion bascule over the vertical lift are the trunnion bascule is a similar bridge type when compared to the existing and allows for up to unlimited vertical clearance when opened. These following slides show comparisons between the existing bridge and conceptual renderings of the bascule and vertical lift alternatives in both opened and closed positions. The views shown are looking east towards the bridge. Here is a view of the existing bridge looking east. Here is the bascule alternative in the open position. Note that the proposed opening orientation of the bascule span has been switched compared to the existing bascule. This allows for improved bridge operations and maintenance costs reduced construction costs, and improved mariner safety, as sight distances will not be obstructed by the control house or counterweights. And the bascule alternative in the closed position. Here's the vertical lift alternative in the open position, and the vertical lift alternative in the closed position. The preferred solution keeps the bridge in its current location with improved spacing between the two tracks. This on-line replacement is generally within the existing bridge footprint, limiting impacts to nearby properties and infrastructure. Offline alternatives were also considered for construction adjacent to the existing bridge. However, these offline options would result in major property and marina impacts, require curves that would reduce train speeds, and affect local access channels and grade crossings. For these reasons, the offline alternatives were not selected for advancement. We are currently in the concept development and public outreach phases. Design is expected to be completed by 2028, with construction beginning in 2029 and concluding in 2033. The next steps include finalizing the preferred alternative, documenting the environmental process, and beginning final design. We encourage your feedback on this project. Your input is important as we move forward in shaping the future of the Brielle Drawbridge. Thank you for reviewing this presentation. We value your input and welcome any questions, comments, or concerns you may have about the proposed bridge replacement, which can be submitted via the project website.